Okay, hello all you crazy people out there. My name is Dragonite, and welcome back to Celestian Tales, Old North, Howl of the Ravager. I'm looking for a blacksmith, am I not? Also, the door, when I walked in here, made a very loud noise. By the way. Okay, so you two wear leather. You don't wear the banded mail or whatever it is. I'm already wearing a studded leather. And, this would raise my attack. I don't really want Niana's attack to go up. I think I'd rather her defense goes up. Stays up, since that's already what it is. Alright. Can I go into any of the other houses? I think I talked to the other houses that I saw, and I was not able to go in them, because the game was saying, like, hey, don't do that. Because we're, yeah, these doors feel more appropriate for the setting than the houses up there, the doors up there. They're kind of built into the tree trunk. I don't know if we've reached the top of the tree and there's no more trunk to build into, but anyway, here's the blacksmith. I thought you'd come with the face layer for me to adore, but you just came to borrow one of our own. I have my own, but Pierre needs something he can handle one-handed. Got anything lying around? Elves don't make weapons out of whim, human. We only craft one when somebody needs it. There's no unused sword lying around waiting to be picked up. Every sword that goes out of my workshop belongs to someone. If you want a sword for you to wield, you'll have to borrow from someone or wait for me to forge them. You'd forge swords for our personal use. That sounds really awesome. So how long does that usually take? Are we measuring in days, weeks, months, years, or, like, geological epochs? That depends a lot on the intricacy, but generally about 10 to 14 years for a sword. So are you, do you just take, like, a lump of steel, leave it out in the middle of the desert, and let erosion craft it for you? Because that feels about how long that would take. We'd sooner turn into old dry bones before we get our hands on your craft. We need something, and we need it now. God, Sev. Quit shouting, human. Yeah, quit shouting, human. You're here asking for a favor, and yet you make demands like a robber. Bah. Coming here starts to look like one big mistake every minute. Sev, where I come from, you generally be nice to the people who could potentially give you things. Just throwing that out there. You said that every sword here belongs to someone. Does that mean that everyone has a weapon of some sort? Except those deemed still too young to wield a weapon, of course. What about it? Well, since it's impossible to wait for you to forge new ones, can we borrow yours? What did you say? No way I'd let you touch mine. You know, I felt the same way when your elder asked us to leave our sacred swords with her. To let go of such a valuable thing and fully trust it to someone unknown to us, I understand the feeling. It's exactly because I understand such feelings that I can promise to take good care of your sword. Wow, good job, Pierre, getting done what Severin couldn't. Alright, I'll lend you mine. What, are you serious? You lend your sword to this boy? Why not? He wields the face layers, Indo. He'll know exactly how to handle an elven sword, but it's not for free. I'll lend you my blade if you can promise me one thing. Okay, so our to-do list is growing. We need to go to do the dire boar thing. We need to go do whatever it is that makes you happy. We need to go something for Elaine, probably. What would this one thing be? Bring me an item from the human realms, would you? A musical instrument, more specifically. That's an odd request, but I can definitely do that. Wait a minute, sister. That sword is our family heirloom. You can't just lend it away like that. By definition, being yours means you can do whatever you want with it, doesn't it? I've never understood this family heirloom thing. It's not like, are you gonna like get arrested or fined or something if you give it to someone else, or God forbid do something useful with it? Now, be honest with me, brother. You've been wanting an instrument ever since the Wanderer showed us his, haven't you? Ugh. And we haven't swung those swords for years. I'm sure they'd be thrilled to breathe out of our sheaths once in a while. Alright, sis, do whatever you want. Let me prepare and sharpen the sword before you take it away. Come back early morning. Why not just... It'll soon get dark outside anyway. Trading the summer-like gardens at nighttime is far more dangerous, more so for humans. Fine. But we don't have anywhere to spend the night, do we? Well, I have a house you can sleep in. Because, you know, this is a role-playing game. Whoa, wait just a second. It's not in our culture for men to sleep in women's houses. It's not? This is news to me. I'm all fine if you prefer the gardens and sleep with the fey creatures. Your house it is, Niana. Please lead the way. Severin! It's just besides the elders. On the upper tier of Mordor. Follow me, I'll take you there. Okay, is that the one which I kind of raided the closet of a little while ago? It might be. Is this for real? Pierre, get your mind out of the gutter. Then again, this is Severin, so maybe your concerns are justified. Alright, anyway, it's the one up here, the one that was funny looking that I pointed out earlier. Alright. You're really bothered by this, aren't you, Pierre? Yes. A little, or a lot. I don't know. It's just for one night, and it's not like we're going to be close to each other while we sleep. We'll either pick the chairs or the floor. No entering her room under any circumstances. Why do I feel like, since you're drawing attention to this is where it officially becomes a blind Let's Play, like I said. Why do I feel like, since you're drawing attention to this, that means that exactly the opposite is going to happen? Then again, I guess if you really need her attention for whatever reason, you can just scream through the wall. It doesn't look that thick. That's a good idea. Yeah? I guess that'll be safe. Do all humans judge themselves... Do all humans judge themselves to have pretty low self-control about these matters? Niana. Don't ask questions you don't want to know the answer to. Throughout human history, there have been a lot of problems that have stemmed from our desires. Yeah, you'd know something about that, wouldn't you? We tend to be cautious about these in order to not be swayed, especially being too close with members of our preferred gender. If even yourselves view your own kin as lacking control, it's not surprising that a wielder for the Face Layer proved to be a challenge. That finding a wielder for the Face Layer proved to be a challenge. Oh, she's learning more and more about us every day. Anyway, I suggest you get comfortable and get some rest. You may need some time to adjust to the light. There's no nighttime in Mordor. If you don't follow your body's internal clock, your sense of time will get thrown off. And how about you, Niana? Aren't you going to rest as well? We haven't eaten anything, have we? I'll be back in a bit. Some of our food may not be edible for your kind. Wow, now I want to get out of here as fast as possible. Pierre. Yeah? Tomorrow we'll have to walk all the way to Mudtown. It'll be a long day, and we need as much energy as we can get. Now pick a spot and make yourself comfy. You can continue watching here as much as you want in your dreams. You're not helping, Severin. Okay. You're up early. I thought you're saving your energy for tomorrow. The perpetual daylight is making my sleep uncomfortable. The more I lie down, the more my head aches. Huh. Welcome to Mordor, where it's bright even if the whole world outside turns dark. I'm interested in the science behind that. How's Pierre doing? Is he still hurt from the previous fight? Kid's sleeping like a log, but he's all better. We humans usually take a few months, if at all, to recover from such grave wounds. This kind of regeneration must be the Sacred Sword's power. Maybe it's something in the air. Or in the water, or in the sunlight. Or something. Maybe this task is turning out to be too hard for him after all. Huh. I didn't see that coming. I thought you were the kind of strict warrior who forges his people by fire. After seeing him fight on our last encounter with the Emerald King, even if we try again, I doubt Pierre will be able to win it for us. He said he's not a trained warrior. Maybe you should have expected it from the beginning. You don't understand. This isn't about skill. With the Durandal guiding his hands in battle, he's good enough as is. I'm okay. What worries me is his lack of motivation. After our defeat, each time a problem arises, he'd suggest giving up and telling the Durandals to handle their own problem. I mean, I'm telling the Durandals to handle their own problem, but that's because I don't want to deal with their problems. I want them to deal with their own problems. We can't achieve victory like this. Not with that kind of mindset. Say, Niana. I don't know if you noticed, but Pierre's been on to you since we met. Not at all subtle in my eyes, but perhaps you're not familiar with our courtship displays. I'm aware. I don't dislike being adored, but you should make it clear to him, no matter what we think about each other, this won't last. After we're done with the Emerald King, I'll return to, Mordor. No one knows how long it will take before I step out into your world again. Yeah, about that. Can I ask you to at least pretend that you're interested? See, Sev, I would have said the opposite. I would have told her to tell him to bugger off, although maybe that'll just, like, put more on his mind when we get into battle and it'll make him do even worse or something, so maybe that's for the best. What was that again? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to offend you. I just think he could use some motivation. A reason for him to continue fighting. I was given the task to guide your way to the Emerald King, and I have done much more than just that. Still you ask such a thing from me. Nienna's not pleased. It's just, no matter how good the two of us are fighting, Pierre's the one who wields the Durandal. Even with that amulet, he's still the same frightened boy the next time we fight the Emerald King. Forget it. I'm sorry I even asked. That was out of line. I'll try and get some sleep before we go on. Can you tell us when the blacksmith has his swords ready? Sure. Thanks, Nienna. You've been a great help. She sure wants to get out of that conversation fast. As promised, I have sharpened Azima's sword for you to use in your travels. For a while, that is. It's a well-balanced blade of masterwork craftsmanship, but not imbued with magic like the face layer. You will be noticeably weaker. Remember this before going into a fight, and don't be reckless. I want the sword back in my sister's hands. So that's Azima's sword. It does feel awkward to handle. Take good care of them, or I'll make sure you won't get your sacred swords back. Alright, if we don't come back to you with the sword, I think we'll have bigger problems than getting the sacred swords back. Just throwing that out there. That's not a very funny joke, because it's not a joke. As Pierre said, dire boars are sometimes spotted near the village of Mudtown. We should first take a ship from Durban to Levantine, and then tread the mountain path to the right of the city's cathedral. Levantine, huh? I suppose there will be many humans there. An elf walking the city streets will no doubt draw all eyes in. I hope you're ready for that. Don't worry, Nienna, as long as we're around, no one will lie a finger on you. I hope you're right. Come on, Pierre, if anything, I think the other human should be the one afraid of Nienna. Because she has made it clear that she can put whoever's lights out that she wants to. Let's go. We're running against the clock here, aren't we? Okay, wait, are there two doors? Do both these doors work? I thought one was a window. Did she just smile at me? It's gonna be a long episode. Today's gonna be a good day. I can feel it. Thanks, Nienna. Alright, so I believe we're done in here for now. Chapter 6, up to the tut. Are you kidding me? Is it too late to refund this game? Alright, so I need to take my leave from Elftown. Is it worth saving again? I guess I'll save again. This is today's save. And before I forget, Severin has the Laro sword. This will raise my attack by 50 points. And you still have your Staff of Healing. Okay. With that, I think we can move on out of here. This entire video has been narration. There's been no fights or anything. Hey, you there! Can I help you? Yeah, I meant you, humans. Come here for a second. Guys, I think this is a good time to just start hacking our way through the trees off the path. What are you waiting for? Didn't you hear the spirit calling for you? You sure it's alright? I mean, they tried to kill us just yesterday. Without the sacred swords, we're currently weaker than we were. I'm not looking forward to fight another trap now. Seems like they're done playing around with you. After all, they'll let you through to Mordor, right? I'm sure it's alright. Now let's go over there and listen to what it has to say. You're the boss. Finally, I was getting bored of waiting for you to walk this way. So how did you like our maze? If you return there again, you might find some hidden treasures, you know. And here, I almost forgot, we'll have to go through it again just to get out. And still twice again later when we return here to bring that tusk. Alright, I get it. You don't, if you don't want to go through the maze again. Jeez, we just spent so much time making it. Since you're already past the gardens once, you don't need to play around. I mean, test you anymore. We don't need to play around / test you anymore. Here's the deal. If you want to skip the maze, talk to me, and I'll take you straight to the entrance of the gardens. That's pretty convenient. Pierre, you believe this thing. I have to admit, sir, this does sound too good to be true. It's also a game design tactic. You thinking my offer isn't genuine? What a lousy, ungrateful people. My friends and I have simply had enough fun. You pass the maze, and we don't like watching humans not getting lost in it. And we don't like humans. We don't like watching humans not getting lost in it, which means double negation. We like watching humans getting lost in it. Okay, I'm glad we sorted that out. Well, you certainly don't attempt to hide that you see us merely as toys. Hey, it was fun while it lasted. I suppose you must have had fun too, right? Haha. Joke's on you. I wrote down the directions. You're lucky you don't have a neck, little ball. I'll have the sudden urge to choke somebody. Respect, Severin. Remember, this is their turf. Anyway, the offer still stands from now for both now and for later when you come back. If you want to skip all the walking, just poke me up. So how about it? Yeah. I'm interested in what items there could be in the forest maze, but I also don't want to spend 45 minutes running through it. So I'm gonna say yes. Hang on tight. Wait a second. Hang on to what? It's an expression, Pierre. You don't actually have to hang on to anything unless you really want to, I guess. Which may or may not even work. Alright. I guess I need to go to Durban, and then from there I can take a ship to Levantine, and from there I can wander up the path to Mudtown, right? Is that going to be another boss? That sounds like another boss. Sailor, we'd like you to take us to Levantine. No! I'm just imagining that he said that. But it sounds like he said the exact opposite, which is to say nothing at all. Okay. That was interesting. What was up with him? He was staring straight at you, Nienna. Maybe he was mesmerized or something. I noticed. Nearly everyone here did that since we entered town. Huh. Don't humans consider it rude to stare? Did they think I looked like a freak or something? No, I believe humans have a whole different reason for staring at you. They're just like me. Pierre, quit while you're behind, please. And what reasons do you have for staring at me, Pierre? I mean, I'm not bailing you out of this one, Pierre. Look, the ship's ready to go. Let's leave for Levantine. Can you teach him some subtlety, Severin? It's not always easy to hold myself off from cringing. He's barely in his teens, Nienna. I knew it. He's a kid. Blatant romantic advances naturally come as a feature for humans of that age. I really hope they patch that in the next update. Better steel yourself for Levantine, though. It's a much bigger city with many more people in it, and many more eyes directed your way. I'm about to fight a 1,000-year-old ancient with 2 alien creatures I barely know. How bad can this settlement of yours be? Alright, so I'm going to hope for the best, I suppose. And then we're going to get off at Levantine. I do want to do a little bit of combat in this video. I know I normally cut those out, the random encounters, but I will at least I will at least try and get to Mudtown. I think Mudville was the one in KC at bat, and Mudtown is the one in this game. Regardless. Alright. Dudes. You guys could at least, like, pretend to go about your days while you stare, you know. This feels terribly annoying somehow. Save those who frequent the Outer Realms. The people here have never once seen what an elf looks like. All they know about your kin is from stories. Your presence here is exotic. Now you understand how we felt when we came to Mordor. Which way to the village that we're heading? The path to Mudtown is to the right of the cathedral, which stands at the top level of its commons. It's the largest building around, so we won't miss it. Severin, you know how to get there anyway. Why are you saying it like we're gonna get lost? Let's leave quickly then. I'm not standing here any longer like some kind of rare creature on display. Good idea. With that said, can I go talk to the Levantine armor people? What do you guys have to say? Huh. Boy, do you know it. There's an armor dealer up here, or an armor upgrader, anyway. I believe a real elf, indeed. No, broccoli's fine. It's just that nobody knows how to cook it. You put it in the steamer. You don't boil it or fry it. I don't see why so many people have trouble with that. Let's see. So we were going to upgrade our weapon, and we are going to not upgrade our weapon because nobody wants to touch our weapon. Because they're afraid of accidentally losing fingers or something like that. Oh! Okay, so I can sell those. Can I, is there any reason at all for me to have these? Because it sure looks like... It sure looks like I'm not going to be, upgrading anything, which is what these are otherwise for. Why do I have so many shattered knives? Are we just, like, super hoarders in this game or something? 30. Now I'm just curious about how much money I can pick up. Satyr horns. 6,000 right there. 11,000. Okay, well, I've got quite a lot of money. Not that I really need it for anything. I'll stock up on crystals, I guess. Can I buy those? No, I can't buy those here. No, go away. I buy the crystals in the cathedral. Let's see. Okay, fine. Maybe I'll stop at the cathedral and end it there and go on to Mudtown in the next video. You are, okay. I've got one of a number of these. I guess since I have money with not much else to use it on. I'm pretty sure I bought a bunch of these earlier. Power. Which is kind of Severin's thing. Dexterity, vitality. Alright, I'm actually not interested in those. Never mind. Alright, these houses still aren't enterable, right? No. Did not think they would be. And the cathedral's up here. Did I just walk on the banister? Oh, that's an overhang thing. That's alright. Do you have anything to say? No? I have better things to do. Let's see. Oh, look, sparkly. Bright red crystal. Makes sense that they have some of those lying around in here. You know? Which one of you is it that, Okay, you're the one who sells stuff. I can buy, like, a dozen of these for next to no cost, because I have so much money. Alright, I'll go with that. Okay, I think I sold these earlier, but just in case poison or bleed becomes a problem. Those do also heal health. That's a fair amount of health. That's basically a full heal. Full restore. Some more of these couldn't hurt. That will change the way I play so that, I will be less cautious in the name of getting through this a little more quickly, because I do have crystals that I can use. Okay, anyway, I'm going to end this off. In the next part, it's off to Mudtown. I hope you all enjoyed that. My name is Dragonite, and I will see you all later.